And I'm so excited to be talking to my guest at this time for the new competition series called Dress My Tour. All the episodes are going to be on Hulu today. And she's joining right now, the host, Kate Upton. Kate, how are you?
I'm so good. How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing well. Look, congratulations on the show. And I want to say this. When you hear about a competition series, we've seen different ones on television over the years. This one, this element to it, the little twist of you're dressing people, performers who were on tour at the time, really interesting thing. Is that what drew you to this kind of the twist on the traditional competition fashion series?
Yes, and I think that that element that musicians use fashion in so many ways to continue telling the story of their album or their song. And in this show, it's so high energy because of that musical element, having dancers perform on stage instead of models walking down the runway. So the musicians really see how their outfit would perform on stage because it's so different than ready to wear, having the stage lights on it and having that function piece of having to dance or reveal something while you're singing.
Well, that's what I found so interesting is, of course, if we go to, the store or whatever, we're going to go to dinner that night. We might find something that might not be the most comfortable, but looks the best on us for that occasion for the evening. But when it comes to doing a performance, it has to be functional. You got to breathe. You got to be able to move. And also with the movement, is there going to be some sort of, beads or glitter or something
Yeah.
that catches the shine and the light? So many things go into it. Were you almost impressed upon how many different aspects you have to think about for the functionality standpoint?
Yes, and how many pieces have to be made? So if you have a reveal moment, there has to be a finished piece underneath. And that is so many pieces that looks like just, a bodysuit initially.
When there's a competition series of any kind, and I'm watching as a viewer, of course I'm rooting for certain people. You find your favorites very
Yeah.
quickly. Same with sports. You have your home team and you root for your home team. As a host, do you find it difficult to not root for all these people? Because I share in their stresses. Trust me. Like I feel what they're feeling when I'm watching the show. I feel like it might be hard as a host to remain impartial and not root for somebody.
Yes, yes, you're on this ride with these designers from the beginning to the end. So you're really rooting for them and it's so disappointing when the next episode maybe don't show up in the way that you thought they were. But then you're also in the excitement when they do, when they get it, when they finally understand how to push themselves and take those risks and really hear that musician and be the collaborator they can be. But I think ultimately all of these designers take something away from this show, whether they learn something or they grow from it, or they become friends and hopefully future collaborators with these musicians, because there's a lot of these musicians on set that exchange numbers with designers. And that's really exciting. That's why we're here, for them to start their career.
When you talk about, them growing and getting better or looking at their art a different way after this show, did you find it difficult to judge? Because again, when you're hosting, it's like, hey, we're the hosts, we're having fun. But when we're judging and giving that critical feedback, sometimes you can really break some break somebody's spirit if you're a little too harsh, but you also have to keep it real with them at the same time.
Yes, yes. I think it's that's what's so great about these shows. It's a really protected environment where we're trying to create these situations that they will have in the real world. But ultimately, this is a show and this isn't the real world. So it's really safe if they do mess up because they'll have another opportunity. So we are trying to show them the challenges of the industry and support them in a loving way. And even if that's, tough love,
Sometimes you gotta have a little tough love. Now,
because the industry is tough.
it is tough. It is tough. And, it's not always going to be nice. You're not always going to have nice people or hear nice things about yourself. Um,
Mhm.
again, Dress My Tour is going to be on Hulu. All episodes available July 23rd. Kate, we're here in Houston, and of course, I'm sure that you know this. Houston loves you. We've embraced you as one of our own. The H loves Kate Upton. Do you feel
I
that
love
love?
Houston.
You feel the love from the city?
I do, and I share in the love. I think that Houston, although the summers are brutal, it is so hot. The people here are the best, and out of anywhere I've ever been. I mean, so welcoming, so kind to not just me, but my whole family, my daughter, my husband, of course. And so I really enjoy living here.
What's your favorite thing to do in Houston? What's the go-to spot? What do you do? What do you do when you're trying to get out on the town?
I definitely find activities in air conditioning in the summer. No, I love the food scene here. I think the food's incredible. I love going out. I am a big fan of Rosie Cannonball. Actually, Justin and I threw the 2022 World Series party there after for the whole team. And I'm really excited about a new restaurant that just opened called Marigold Club. The food is incredible. The decor is amazing. And I also think that this is the best place for families. There's so many things to do with kids here. I have a 5.5-year-old, and we're very excited about Slumu opening.
Well, there you go. Lots to do in the city. Lots to do in Houston. Kate, we really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today. Again, Dress My Tour is on Hulu July 23rd. Thank you so much.
Thank you.